So there's a big rumor making the rounds on the interwebs stating that PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale could be getting a sequel. Now, where does this rumor come from? Well, a person over on Twitter who in their bio claims to be a gaming industry analyst supposedly has some sources that have tipped him off on this. Now, more on this guy in a second about his track record, and maybe we could believe him, maybe we can't. I'll let you guys decide that for your own selves. But what does this guy actually tell us? Well, first up, he does say, sources, PlayStation Studios is interested in a sequel to PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale thanks to their acquisition of Evo. Characters like Crash, Aloy, Deacon, Ellie, Joel, Spyro, and more are planned for the sequel alongside all characters from All-Stars, the original game. Now, I don't know about you, I have a hard time believing every character from the original game would be back, but maybe that's just me. I have an easier time believing Crash and Spyro would be in the game before the all original characters come back, but again, topic for another day. But so he's made some claims, interesting stuff. But that's not all that he's told us, because next up, while a sequel with the characters mentioned in the first tweet was pitched, it has not been greenlit by Sony Interactive Entertainment just yet. With Super Smash Bros. Pulled from Evo by Nintendo, PlayStation Studios wants a first-party fighting game to fill the gap. Now that makes sense. I guess there's your reason for PlayStation All-Stars getting a sequel. There's a gap left by Smash, and Sony could essentially fill that themselves with their own Smash Bros. Style game. I would love to see it. I've been a big fan of the series for a long time. I still own my PS3 copy. It's the only actually, it's one of the two reasons why I still own a PS3, but yes, I still own the PS3 copy of PlayStation All-Stars. But more on this supposed rumor. So, same guy here now says that he reached out to the original source for a larger character list. The plan is, again, plans can change, but the plan is Crash, Spyro, Aloy, Deacon St. John, Spider-Man, Peter and Miles, Ellie, Joel, Astro, Dart, oh that'd be great, Dart deserves it, Rivet, the Hunter from Bloodborne, Joker from Persona 5, Geralt, and Vib. I'm not sure who Vib is, but and then about 30 other characters. Now, this is at this point, I believe this might be a little bit more of a wish list than guarantees. Again, it says the plan is, and plans can change. And there's a lot of third-party characters on here. We can talk Crash and Spyro right off the gate. Yeah, the whole Activision acquisition with Microsoft is going on currently, but the plan supposedly would be that if this project gets greenlit in the very near future, that would be at the very top of the priority list. Sony would talk to Activision and make a deal for Crash and Spyro. That's a part of the pitch from what I'm understanding here. So 30 other characters as well as this whole list, and every character returning from the original game. I mean, that's a roster I could get behind. If everything happens, I would be down for that. I would be down for that. We can set aside the fact that they got characters like Joker from Persona 5 on here. Obviously, Smash Bros. That's going to pop up, right? He can't be in Smash and PlayStation All-Stars. Maybe they can. I don't know. I don't make the rules here, but there's a lot more to it. So now to this guy's track record, and this is where I got to give him some props. In a day and age where everyone wants to show off what they've done right, nobody wants to really show off what they've done wrong or have gotten wrong. And this guy has actually provided pretty much everything for the last 12 months. So he tells us here, for those wanting to see his track record, this is what he's gotten right or wrong or waiting for the past 12 months. Over on the left, you see things like he got the Bungie acquisition correct by Sony when I think it was rumored that Microsoft was going to get that, so he got that correct. He's called Horizon Call of the Mountain reveal. He's got 3 state of plays. He's got quite a bit on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's got 8 green check marks. Okay, that's pretty good. But then you see over on the right-hand side, we got up at the top there, we got 3 red X's. So he's got 3 things wrong. A CD Projekt Red acquisition did not happen. Looks like a Media Molecule bringing Dreams to PC, Xbox, and Switch by the end of this year is not happening. So he's gotten some things wrong, he's gotten some things right. And then he also provides a list of things that we're still waiting on. PlayStation VR 2 PC support, the PlayStation All-Star sequel, Nintendo Switch 2 out next year. So he's got some stuff that we're waiting on, but at least tip of the cap that he's providing this information to us. So I guess we can, at this point, it's kind of hit or miss. At least in the last 12 months, he's gotten more things right than he's gotten wrong. So lean into that what you will, but that's not the last thing that he does tell us about PlayStation All-Stars, the rumor going around right now, because he follows that up, or I guess kind of finishes up with, next PlayStation All-Star sequel update will be next Wednesday. As in, like, what, 4 or 5 days, whatever that is, whenever I upload this video. But this upcoming Wednesday should be the next update that he's been told. It will be the last thing he hears before the new year. But no, this isn't when we'll find out if it's been greenlit or not. So maybe he gets an update on which exact studio makes it, or more characters, or more information about what the pitch, all the details for that. I'm not sure, but PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale, a sequel. I want it. Don't call it PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale 2. Battle Royale was the sub-name, like Smash Bros. Melee, then Smash Bros. Brawl. So it's a sub-name, you know? You swap it out, so I don't know. But a sequel for PlayStation All-Stars, I want so bad, but I'm not going to get my hopes up over some random internet rumor that that may or may not be true. I mean, we've seen it a couple years. Anybody remember from a few years ago when that supposed, I think it was on Reddit. I could be wrong, but there was a rumor going around that Capcom was actually making it, and well, that turned out to be completely phony. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. Oh, and then one final thing: anybody that played God of War Ragnarok, remember, or at least did you hear about the PlayStation All Stars reference that Mimir talks to Kratos about?
Brother, I've heard my share of stories about your homeland. But I'd also heard that you once fought in a tournament.
I fought in many contests.
But this particular one, I heard you did battle with beasts, scoundrels, princesses, the undead, automatons, and history's greatest musician. That's not true, is it?
I would not speak of this.
Fair enough, brother.
Yeah, so I'm wondering if there's a little bit more to that. Or was that just complete coincidence? I'm not sure. Maybe the whole reason... Again, I'm not going to say this guy is trustworthy, but I'm not going to say you can't trust him. He's provided a track record at least, so he's gotten things right. He's gotten some things wrong. So ultimately, we'll wait to see. Maybe if the information that he gets and shares on Wednesday is noteworthy, maybe we'll make a part 2 and see kind of where this goes from here. But as always, it's a rumor on the internet, so take it with a huge grain of salt. Anyway, that's it. Just let me know. Anybody else interested in a PlayStation All-Star sequel?